All right, so it's me. It's Aidan. We're back. I'm in New York. Aidan still in Wisconsin, and we just watched the Laker-Timberwolves game. Wish I hadn't. Man, it seemed like just from the beginning we kind of had it going, and first quarter ended, and I think it was like a 4 or 2 point game. It didn't make sense for how we were playing. Had some easy looks early on that we were missing, and Timberwolves, I believe, were leading at half, and we just kind of lost control of things. Yeah, I mean, well, we were up nine with I think 9 minutes left in the fourth, completely in control. And Luka's taking his time with every possession and missing lays, missing deuces. I'm not putting it all on Luka, but he did miss a lot of gimmies tonight. It took a while for AR to get started. Aidan, what are your first thoughts?
It's I mean, I feel pretty dejected after watching that game. Especially because I think there was so much confidence on this team heading into this series. And I know we're kind of past that now, but I'm just saying this because we didn't do a video for the first couple games of the series, first few games of the series. It's tough because now you gotta go back to LA, but we thought that maybe we'd be going back to LA with the series tied or at some point even up in the series. Now we're down 3-1 in the series, and obviously that's a tough mountain to climb. To me, it all came down to the end. I mean, we had some pretty decent leads, even going pretty deep into the fourth, and then they come back and they start getting fouls and they start making shots, and we start missing shots, turning the ball over, all that. I don't want to say it's a choke, but it's right there, isn't it? I mean, it's these costly mistakes at the end of the game that obviously wouldn't put the game to bed had we not made those mistakes, but certainly puts us in a much better position. Instead, you give away the ball. I mean, toward the very end, when LeBron, obviously decent move to try and get the ball back, gets called for a foul. That shouldn't have happened in the first place. We had the ball at center court inbounding and gave it right away. And it's like stuff like that where it's like that's 35 seconds to make a move and win the game versus 10 seconds, need a three to tie it. It's just the mistakes absolutely killed the Lakers in the fourth.
That was just an all-time blunder. On an inbound when we'd already called a timeout, and we got lucky on that too, because from my angle at least, Jaden McDaniels didn't touch Luca, and Luca went down. Quickly called a timeout. Thankfully got it off, but then that whole possession was wasted. I mean, you could tell, and I mean, if slash when, unfortunately, the Timberwolves, if they win this series, it will be a Dante DiVincenzo series. His
Yeah.
confidence, he didn't really shoot well the first few games, but his confidence against our guys is just you can't contain that. And when you're looking at who played minutes tonight for the Lakers, I mean, we played Finney, 41 minutes, LeBron, 46, Doncic, 46, Reeves, 35. He had 0 points at halftime, so I guess that's understandable. But you didn't see any more of Vanderbilt. Actually, you saw less. A lot of fans were saying, put Vandy in there more. We need that energy more at the five spot. Didn't have any of that. Jackson Hayes got 4 minutes. It didn't really make sense. He came out a little. He's always all over the place, but you say you trust him. I'm not dogging JJ here. I'm just trying to paint the picture for what happened really, and it seemed like we wanted to go all in on that five, but we were switching everything. And when we're switching everything against the Timberwolves, I mean, they just have a lot of mismatches. It was really hard to watch down the stretch.
It was tough. And I know it's kind of a joke about Naz Reid. This guy hasn't missed a shot in the fourth quarter this entire series. And in the post-game interview just probably 5 minutes ago with Ant, who by the way dropped 43 tonight, he was like, "Yeah, I mean, Nas Reed is he's the clutchest guy on the team, and perhaps he's being a little humble there, but He is very clutch, and in this series, he has been, like I said, he hasn't missed a shot in the fourth quarter at all in these four games. And I think he went, I could be wrong on the number here. I think he went 9 for 9 in the fourth quarter. That's what Mike Breen was saying, and it's just like you said, it's a killer. It's when you're winning the, and I know a 10-point lead is not a crazy lead. I know, I understand that, but when the Lakers had a 10-point lead for quite some time in the third quarter and even in the fourth, to choke it at the end like that is inexcusable. And you could see the video of Luca and LeBron walking down the tunnel into the locker room at the end of the game. And I mean, they know that they messed up pretty bad. And now, they gotta essentially they gotta reverse sweep uh uh the Timberwolves. I guess it's a gentleman's sweep, but 3-1, it can be done. I mean, we know where LeBron's been in a 3-1 situation. Obviously, he did it in Cleveland against Golden State. Um, I know this isn't the NBA Finals, and I know he's maybe doesn't have that much passion in him like he did back in 16 and 17, but we need that. We're going to need him to step up because they're the younger guys that can step up, and Luca, sure, and LeBron's the guy that has the most experience. He's one of the greatest players we've ever seen in this game. He needs to step it up, otherwise the Lakers they're out. They're out in round one.
Yeah. And just real quick, um, I do want to take back what I said about Dante being, the guy of the series because it's really been that whole Wolves core of Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, obviously, but we can't stop them. And just also to touch on Luca, Luca had 38 points tonight, just two assists. They were blitzing him a lot, but I don't know the numbers, but I saw at least six shots. Maybe three were layups, and three were wide open twos where he created all the space and just rolls off the rim, bricks it. Uh, that just can't happen. And you're gonna have to be nearly perfect to come back in this series against a Timberwolves team that they don't lose three in a row. So obviously, if anyone's gonna do it, I think it's us. But it's a long road ahead.
Certainly is. And I guess my final thought on this, it's not that I don't have confidence in the Lakers moving forward, but like you said, Timberwolves aren't going to lose three in a row. It's the opponent. I mean, like you said, this team is the Lakers is a really good team, a lot of great players. They can do great things. I think they have the potential. I mean, obviously now it's tough to say this, but heading into the playoffs, they have the potential to perhaps make it to a Western Conference final, certainly pretty deep into the second round, if anything. And the fact that they're looking at, down 3-1 in the first round against the Timberwolves, it's not ideal. So again, all credit to the Timberwolves because they are a great team, but man, it's more of an embarrassment than anything for the Lakers rather than me. I'll give the kudos to the Timberwolves, but I'm more embarrassed for the Lakers.
Absolutely. I'm embarrassed as a fan. Um, yeah, today's definitely a tough day. But it's time for, if they're gonna come back, they gotta reel it in here and really just find a way to get out some wins. But with that being said, we'll see you after the game in LA.
Hopefully, it won't be the end of our Laker videos, but
Sure hope so. I
we'll
sure
see.
hope so.
All right. Peace.